Hello guys, in today's video the MapFour Loop. It is a compact e-bike that attempts to combine city practicality, off-road stability and a modern technology in one package. It comes with a 720 Wh battery that can offer up to 135 kilometers of range with a super fast charge in just 2 hours, and the bike also offers a full suspension for maximum comfort and can fold up to fit in the trunk of a car. So if you are looking for a practical, modern e-bike that could handle both city streets and a light off-roading, the MapFour Loop is just that. And for more details, check out this video review. The box that the MapFour Loop comes in seems relatively compact at a first glance, especially when you consider that inside is a fully functional electric bike with a full suspension. After opening the box, the first thing we notice is the neat layout. The parts are carefully covered with the protective foam and plastic foils that prevent scratches or movement during transport. The frame comes partially assembled, which significantly speeds up the process of preparing for the ride. In addition to the bike, the package includes the following accessories: super fast battery charger with the appropriate EU adapter that will charge the bicycle battery in just 2 hours, MapFour Loop 2 pair of instructions, bag with the screws, kickstand, tire pump, pedals, some handy tools and other parts. Assembling the bike takes approximately 45 minutes. It is important to first free the bike from a large amount of foam protection, secure the wheel, mount the pedals, secure the handlebars, and that's basically it. And here we are out on the street, ready to study everything in detail and ride out MapFour Loop. At the first glance, the MapFour Loop seems like a modern urban means of transport that was designed with a clear idea of functionality. The step-through constructions of the frame makes extremely accessible, as it allows easy climbing and dismounting regardless of the rider's clothing or fitness. However, this practical element does not take away its character. On the contrary, the wide 20-inch tires and the full suspension give it a robust, almost adventurous look that stands out from classic city bikes. This champagne gold color of the bike, which is available to us today, really looks excellent and refreshing in person. The frame lines are clear, harmonious and visually balanced. There are no unnecessary details or unnecessarily aggressive shapes. The integrated battery is elegantly hidden within structure, so the entire bike looks like a compact technological unit. Although it's a compact model, the Loop does not seem small in a negative sense. On the contrary, it leaves the impression of a serious means of transportation that inspires confidence even before you start it. The frame, made of a 60-61 aluminum alloy, provides a good balance between weight and strength. The total weight of this bike is about 33 kilograms, which may sound small, but when riding, this weight is almost not felt thanks to the electric assistance. The electric drive is based on the 48-volt hub motor configuration that develops a maximum of 75 Nm of torque. In practice, this data means very lively starting from a standstill and convincing acceleration that inspires confidence in traffic. In a standard city driving, the bike reacts quickly and decisively without hesitation, which gives the rider a sense of control and dynamism. The bike is compliant with the European standard, so the electric assistance gradually decreases after about 25 km per hour. However, the way the loop reaches that speed seems energetic and fun. On the flat sections or gentle downhills, with your own pedaling, it's possible to develop higher speeds. While the bike remains stable and predictable, the torque sensor further enhances the riding experience for monitoring the intensity of your pedaling and adjusting the power delivery. Instead of feeling like the motor is pulling you, you have the impression that the bike is simply amplifying your own energy and converting into a smooth acceleration. In the middle of the handlebars, we can find a 3.5-inch color LED display that is, at the first glance, appears modern, neat and functionally integrated into the overall design of the bike. Its position allows the rider to effortlessly monitor all key information while keeping the eyes on the road. The data is clearly visible even in bright daylight, and the angle of the screen can be adjusted. The display shows the current speed, remaining battery capacity, selected electric assistance level, and total distance traveled at any time. The controls are very logically arranged. The buttons for increasing or decreasing the assistance level are located right next to the left handlebar grip within reach of the thumb, so they can be used almost instinctively. It is enough to slightly change the assistance level and the bike immediately adapts to new conditions. The speed of reaction creates the impression that you are riding an intelligent system that follows your rhythm. The 720 watt-hour battery is one of the key elements of this model. It is integrated with the frame, which achieves better weight distribution and limited appearance. In ideal conditions, the manufacturer states a maximum range of up to 135 kilometers, which already sounds very impressive on the paper. In real driving conditions, with the moderate use of assistance, it is possible to count on about 120 kilometers in the lowest level of assistance, approximately 100 kilometers in medium mode, and about 80 to 85 kilometers in the strongest mode. Such a range of autonomy allows for carefree everyday use. The driver can perform city duties for several days without thinking about recharging, while weekend trips become more relaxed because of the range is no longer a limited factor. The battery is integrated into the frame and it's easily removed with the turn over key, so you can simply take the removed battery with you to charge it at the office or at the home. Best of all, the 8-amp fast charger further reduces waiting times. So, after just 2 hours of charging, this bike is ready for a long ride again, making it a reliable partner in dynamic urban rhythm, the only one of its kind in this class among the competition. One of the important features of the MapFour Loop model is the way in which the electric assistance is activated. The bike does not have a classic thumb throttle or a gas lever that could be used to start the engine without pedaling. Instead, an assistance system is used that is activated only when the rider starts pedaling. This approach gives a more natural riding feel, and in many European cities it is in line with the local traffic rules for electric bikes. In practice, that means that the movement is very smooth and controlled. The motor gradually adds power depending on the selected level of assistance, so acceleration feels linear and predictable. This feeling is particularly evident in city driving, where stability is important when starting from a standstill or in a heavy traffic. The lockable front hydraulic fork and the rear shock absorber with the travel of approximately 30 mm together create a very specific riding character that is felt after the first few meters. Bumps are softened and transformed into a gentle roll that is much more comfortable for the body. In everyday city riding, that means less fatigue and more relaxed style of movement. You don't have to search for a perfectly smooth line constantly, but you can ride more naturally and spontaneously across different scenarios. Now the wide 20 by 3.0 inch tires also contribute to the comfort, which immediately attracts attention and gives the bike the character of a small off-road vehicle. The larger contact surface with the ground ensures stability and safety. On asphalt, they provide a calm and smooth rolling feeling, while on a gravel and grass, they retain enough grip to keep the ride relaxed and controlled. The integrated puncture protection layer further increases reliability during longer rides. The Shimano Altus 8-speed transmission system complements the electric assistance and allows for optimal use of power in different scenarios. Combination of a mechanical transmission and the electric motor provides flexibility that makes riding efficient and fun at the same time. The braking system is based on hydraulic disc brakes with 180mm rotors, which offer powerful and progressive stopping power. The response to lever pressure is very precise, so the rider can easily dose the braking force depending on the situation. This is especially important on the higher speeds or downhill, where a stable and predictable deceleration increases the feeling of safety. Safety during evening and night rides is further enhanced by the integrated lighting system. The front LED light is bright enough to illuminate the road ahead of the bike and improve visibility in low light conditions, while the rear light clearly signals your presence to the other road users. This combination makes riding safer and reduces the need for additional equipment. The seat is designed with comfort in mind during longer rides. The wider contact surface and softer padding help reduce pressure, so the rider can spend more time in the saddle without feeling uncomfortable. There is also a practical rear rack on the back of the bike that increases functionality in everyday use. Whether it's a grocery bag, backpack or small package, the additional cargo space makes the MapFour Loop suitable for functional tasks, not just relaxation rides. One of the biggest advantages of this bike is definitely its ability to transform into a compact, easily portable form. The frame folds in the middle using a solid and safe mechanism that inspires confidence for the first use. The folding process itself is intuitive. A few simple movements are enough to cut the entire structure in half and make it much more practical to handle. In practice, that means that you can easily put it in the trunk of your car, take it with you in an elevator without uncomfortable maneuvering, or simply store it in a corner of your apartment without feeling like it's taking up your living space. Such practicality is especially evident in urban context, where mobility often depends on a combination of modes of transport. On the road, the MapFour Loop presents as a stable and reliable companion that quickly adapts to the pace of city driving. After just a few kilometers, you notice how this ride becomes more relaxed. On longer distances, the bike maintains predictable behavior. The wide tires provide a sense of security, while the stable geometry helps you stay completely calm even at higher speeds. The MapFour Loop has proven through the everyday use that a compact folding e-bike can offer a surprisingly serious level of performance. The combination of a powerful engine, comfortable full suspension and practical design creates a package that fits easily into a modern lifestyle. The bike doesn't try to be an extreme sports model, but it excels in what most riders value most: reliability, versatility and ease of use. Whether you are looking for a daily means of transportation or a partner for occasional weekend adventures, the Loop seems to be able to respond for a variety of scenarios without compromise. If you want to check the current price, available promotional offers or detailed technical specifications and official MapLoop sales links, you can find it all in the video description below. but don't delay your purchase too long as quantities are limited. Thank you for watching and see you soon with a new video review. Until then, bye.